take a deep breath and let the day fall quietly behind you. Feel your shoulders soften, your jaw loosen, and your eyes grow heavy. Imagine a warm hush settling over you, the kind that comes when rain taps gently at the windows and the fire in the hearth hums its low, steady song. Let the world fade, piece by piece, until only my voice remains steady, slow, like footsteps on polished wood floors, leading you somewhere peaceful. If these quiet tales are helping you drift off, a gentle like or a silent subscribe would mean the world. It helps this sleepy corner of the internet reach others who need a little calm too. I always wonder, where in the world are you listening from right now? If you're still awake, leave a whisper of a comment, maybe your city and the time on your clock. It's a beautiful thing, this quiet little global gathering, all connected through stories and stillness. Now, let's set the mood, dim the lights, maybe turn on a fan for that soft background hum, and get comfortable. Our story tonight begins in the stillness of a Victorian conservatory just past midnight. The air is thick with the scent of earth and petals. Moonlight slides through misted panes of glass, gathering in soft pools on the tiled floor. Ferns arch in quiet green shadows, and the sound of dripping water echoes faintly, a rhythm older than memory. In the very center of this hidden garden, beneath an iron arch laced with ivy, stands a single orchid, white as porcelain, still perfect. It is said that the lady of the house, Lady Evangeline Hartwell, tended this garden every night. She believed, as many Victorians did, that flowers spoke in a secret language, each petal a word, each scent a whisper. And this orchid, her favorite, meant graceful endings and gentle renewal. The clock in the far drawing room has just chimed 12. The servants sleep. The corridors are hushed. Only the faint flutter of lace curtains moves with the breeze. Lady Evangeline enters quietly, her silk nightgown brushing against the damp air. A single candle flickers in her hand, its flame bending, bowing, like it knows the secrets of the night. She walks slowly through the rows of palms and lilies, the tips of her fingers brushing the leaves. Each one shivers under her touch, as if the plants themselves recognize her presence. When she reaches the orchid, she kneels. The marble beneath her knees is cool, but her breath warms the air around the bloom. She whispers something soft, a name, perhaps, or a promise. Outside, rain begins to fall. The first drops patter against the glass roof, a delicate percussion that fills the room with rhythm and calm. You can almost smell the storm in the air. Wet stone, fresh soil, and the faint perfume of the orchid's petals unfolding. One by one, the white petals open wider, catching the candlelight like fine silk, and in their quiet motion, there's something almost alive, a gentle sigh, a pulse of peace. Lady Evangeline closes her eyes. The rain becomes steady, and the wind hums softly through the ivy. Every sound slows, like the world is breathing with her. Now imagine yourself there, standing just behind her, bathed in the same silvery light. The air is warm and heavy, the scent of blossoms wrapping round you like a blanket. Each inhale draws in serenity. Each exhale releases the last of your waking thoughts. You listen to the crackle of distant firelight and the rain's rhythm against the glass. They seem to speak together, like two old friends murmuring a lullaby. In the corner of the room, a small phonograph begins to play, a slow, sleepy waltz, faint but full of comfort. The kind of music that makes your heart beat slow and your body loosen into stillness. Lady Evangeline hums along, and the orchid trembles gently in response. Perhaps it recognizes her voice. Perhaps it's just the air shifting. But in that moment, it feels as if the conservatory itself is listening, each fern, each vine, breathing softly in rhythm with her. She sets the candle beside the orchid, and the flame dances within a droplet of dew balanced on one pale petal. The light refracts into hundreds of soft halos, spilling warmth into the cool glass room. And then, very slowly, she whispers, "Sleep well, my darling bloom." Her voice drifts upward, mingling with the sigh of the rain. You feel the words settle in your chest, as if they were meant for you. Sleep well, sleep well. The candle flickers once, then twice, and goes out. The rain continues, steady and kind, and in the dim moonlight, the last bloom of the conservatory glows faintly, its perfume soft, its presence is eternal. The story fades, but the feeling remains warm, still, and infinitely calm. Let your thoughts dissolve here, in the hush of petals and rain, and drift gently, peacefully, into sleep. Take a slow breath in, and let it out with a sigh. Let your shoulders drop a little. Let your tongue rest softly against the roof of your mouth. There's no need to hold anything now. No worries, no thoughts that ask for your attention. Just the calm rhythm of breathing, and the sound of my voice guiding you gently home. You are safe, you are warm, and everything around you is beginning to quiet. Now imagine a grand house, sleeping in silence. Outside, the sky is the color of ink, and the moon hangs low, a silver coin against a curtain of clouds. There's a fine mist on the grass, and every window of the old house glows faintly gold, the kind of light that seems to breathe on its own, soft, alive, like it remembers laughter from long ago. At the far end of the west wing, past the drawing rooms and music halls, lies a glass conservatory, a cathedral of iron and light. Its panels are clouded with age, its rafters curled with ivy, and within, something quiet is waiting. You take a few slow steps closer. Your shoes make almost no sound, just a faint tap on the polished floors, a rhythm that seems to echo inside your own chest. As you push open the heavy door, a gentle wave of warm air greets you. It smells of wet soil, fern, and fading blossoms, the kind of scent that carries you somewhere between dream and memory. Inside, lamps burn low behind tinted glass. A single candle flickers in the far corner, its flame reflected again and again in the glistening leaves that surround it. And there, in the center of this miniature jungle, a woman moves slowly between the vines. Her dress is pale, its fabric whispering against the marble as she walks. This is Lady Evangeline Hartwell, the last of the Hartwell line, keeper of this house and its hidden blooms. She bends toward a single plant. Her breath fogged the air just slightly. It's a white orchid, tall and still, its petals half folded like delicate hands at prayer. For weeks, it has refused to open, and yet tonight, under the silver sweep of moonlight, it seems to stir. Lady Evangeline kneels. You can almost hear the faint creak of her bones, the quiet sound of silk shifting as she settles in. Her eyes are calm, though her lips move in barely their words, a lullaby for the bloom. "Not yet time," she whispers, and her voice is so soft. It feels like part of the air itself. Somewhere in the distance, a clock strikes 12. The sound ripples through the halls like a sigh. 12 gentle chimes, each one softer than the last, until the only sound left is the rain beginning to fall upon the glass roof. You can hear it now, the first hesitant drops, then a pattern forming, tap, 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 steady and slow. The sound fills the conservatory like a heartbeat, and every living thing seems to respond. The leaves tremble slightly. The air grows thicker, sweeter. A droplet slides down the glass pane, catching the candlelight and scattering it into 1,000 tiny halos. Lady Evangeline's gaze drifts toward the orchid again. The petals have shifted, opening just a fraction wider. She smiles, barely moving her lips. "It's begun," she murmurs, and her words hang in the air like a spell of stillness. Now imagine yourself standing beside her. You feel the gentle warmth of the room, the scent of the flowers wrapping softly around you. It smells of sleep and rain, a fragrance that seems to hush your thoughts. You look up. The ceiling above is a dome of glass and shadow. The moon's glow filtering through a film of mist. It feels like standing inside a dream, the kind you half remember when morning comes. The lady turns slightly, her eyes gray as old, pearl-catching the light. "You may watch," she whispers. Her tone is neither command nor question, just an invitation. Permission to rest, to breathe, to witness something rare and quiet. You nod. Your breathing slows again, in time with the rhythm of the rain. Lady Evangeline reaches into her pocket and draws out a small silver key. She holds it against her heart for a moment, then slides it into the latch of a nearby cabinet. Inside rests a crystal vial filled with golden liquid. "This," she says softly, "is dew gathered from the petals of moonflowers, collected only once a year, on the longest night." Her voice is a murmur of velvet and memory. She dips her fingertip into the vial, then lets a single drop fall onto the center of the orchid's bloom. The flower stirs again. Its white surface catches a faint shimmer of gold. And with a sigh so faint it could be the air itself, it begins to open. One petal, then another, until the entire blossom glows faintly in the dim light. It isn't bright. Lady Evangeline closes her eyes, and for a long time there is no sound at all but the whisper of rain and the slow unfolding of petals. You can feel it, can't you? That deep quiet, the kind that touches something still inside you. It moves gently, like ripples spreading through a pond. The story pauses here. The bloom is open, but the night isn't over yet. There are more whispers, more dreams hidden among the vines. For now, take another slow breath, feel it, fill your chest, and let it go. Everything is soft. Everything is peaceful. The language of petals and silence. As the orchid finishes its slow unfolding, the conservatory grows warmer, not from fire, but from life itself. A fine mist curls around your ankles, coiling upward in lazy spirals. Each breath feels thick and fragrant, full of the green hush of ferns, the faint sweetness of pollen, and something older, something sacred. Lady Evangeline sits back on her heels, her candlelight trembling faintly beside her. The orchid gleams softly in that dim glow, white gold, and utterly still. She whispers, "Victorians believed every flower had a soul." Her voice is delicate, barely above the sound of rain. Lilies spoke of purity, roses of passion, and orchids of love that outlived time. Her fingers trace the air above the petals, not touching, only sensing. "They called it the language of floriography," she continues. "A way to speak truths one could never say aloud. You can almost imagine the old days. Drawing rooms filled with lace and candlelight, letters sealed with wax, and bouquets left on doorsteps. Each blossom chosen with purpose, each color a whisper of the heart. But tonight, this language is spoken only by one woman and her orchid. The wind outside sighs, and the conservatory glass trembles in its frame. Rainwater begins to streak down the panes in tiny rivers, catching the moonlight like threads of silver. Lady Evangeline rises slowly, the faint creak of her corset blending with the hum of the storm. Her candle flame bends in the draught. She shields it with one hand, then carries it toward a nearby table, where an open book waits. Its pages are yellowed, edges softened by time. Pressed between them are hundreds of petals, tiny remnants of years long gone. She speaks again, as if to herself, but her voice fills the still air. Every winter, I write the names of those I've loved upon petals, she says. When spring comes, I bury them beneath this orchid, and every bloom that follows is part memory, part prayer. Her tone is not sad, only serene. You can feel the truth of her ritual, the peace of release, the quiet beauty of remembering. Now she looks toward you. Her eyes meet yours through the wavering candlelight, and she gives the smallest of smiles. You may write your name too, she says softly. There is room enough for every heart that needs rest. She turns a page, and you see a blank petal pressed there, pale as moonlight. Imagine yourself leaning closer, your fingertips brushing its smooth surface. The paper beneath it smells faintly of roses and ink. With a breath, you picture your name appearing not in words, but in feeling. Whatever weight you carried today, whatever name you wish to let go of, it is written there now, and the orchid accepts it without question. The lady closes the book gently. The sound is soft, like a heartbeat closing a door. She sets the book aside, then moves toward the hearth at the far wall. Their embers glow beneath iron grates, crackling quietly, casting a tender amber light that dances upon the glass ceiling. She kneels beside it, warming her hands, and for a moment you are aware of the smallest sounds, the ticking of a pocket watch nearby, the sigh of rain easing into drizzle, the faint hiss of the candle's wick. Every sound seems slower, longer, like the world itself has exhaled. Then, from somewhere unseen, a low hum begins. It's not a song exactly, more like a vibration, a resonance deep in the glass and the floor, as if the house itself has begun to dream. The orchid trembles again, its petals shimmer faintly, and a drop of golden dew slides from its center, falling soundlessly onto the marble below. Lady Evangeline watches. Her expression is one of awe, but also recognition, as though she has seen this before. She whispers, when the bloom sheds its first tear, it means the spirit it holds has found peace. You feel a warmth move through you, a slow and steady current of calm. It spreads from your chest outward, down through your arms, to your fingertips. Every muscle seems to sigh in relief. The air hums softly around you. It's as though the entire conservatory is breathing in time with you. The lady turns back toward you one last time. Rest now, she murmurs. The bloom will guard your dreams. She rises, her candle flame dancing in her wake. Each step she takes leaves a faint shimmer in the air, as if moonlight lingers in her shadow. When she reaches the doorway, she pauses, then looks once more at the orchid. The petals seem to glow brighter in farewell, and then she is gone. You remain. The conservatory is yours now, your private dream of glass and mist and gentle rain. The orchid stands before you, its white glow pulsing faintly, almost like a heartbeat. The ferns sway in invisible breezes. The rain has softened to a hush. Somewhere in the house beyond, a music box begins to play. A single, sleepy waltz, its notes drifting through the air like feathers. You close your eyes. The warmth of the orchid seems to reach toward you, wrapping around your senses. The scent of its petals is soft and sweet, like sugar and sunlight. Your body grows heavier now, your breath slower. The story itself begins to fade, melting into stillness. Let it fade. Let the rain and the orchid and the flicker of candlelight fold themselves into your dreams. Everything is still. Everything is kind. Sleep here among the petals, beneath the moonlight that never ends. You are safe, and the last bloom of the conservatory is still whispering, just for you. Imagine now you're standing alone within that great glass sanctuary. The rain has quieted to a murmur. The moon, silver and patient, watches from behind a veil of thin cloud. The orchid's light pulses faintly, as though the bloom itself breathes. Each glow expands, then fades, then glows again, like a heartbeat slowing into peace. You take a slow breath in, and the air tastes of earth and dew, and the sweetness of something long forgotten. All around you, the plants seem to listen. The ferns sway without wind. A vine curls slightly closer to the candle's last flicker. The world is hushed, but it is not empty. It's alive in a kind of secret stillness. Somewhere in the back of your mind, you hear the faint echo of Lady Evangeline's voice. Every bloom remembers. Her words drift like smoke through your thoughts, curling soft, until they become the very air you breathe. You take a slow step closer to the orchid. Its petals shimmer faintly, catching what little moonlight slips through the glass ceiling. Up close, the flower glows like frost caught on silk. You notice tiny veins running through each petal, fine as silver threads. As you look closer, you realize they're not random lines at all. They form patterns. Almost all letters. Almost all of the words. You tilt your head, and the shapes rearrange themselves, flowing in the soft, shifting light. It feels as if the orchid is writing, not in ink, but in memory. You listen carefully, and there, beneath the hum of rain, a whisper rises. It's not frightening. It's slow, gentle, like a sigh inside your thoughts. Do you remember the first garden? The voice seems to ask. The sound isn't quite human, and yet it feels familiar, as if someone kind and ancient is speaking through the petals. You close your eyes, and for a moment, you're no longer in the conservatory. You are somewhere else. A garden bathed in morning light. Mist clings to the grass. Birdsong trembles in the distance. And there, at the edge of a stone path, a young version of Lady Evangeline kneels beside the same orchid, smiling as it blooms for the first time. She hums softly, a tune without words, but full of warmth. The air glows golden. The scent of the earth is new, alive, hopeful. You feel yourself breathing easier, as though the memory itself carries peace. There is no rush here, no time, only the rhythm of the garden and the sound of her gentle humming. Then, as softly as it began, the vision drifts apart. The golden morning fades back into the silvery moonlight of the conservatory. You are standing once more beside the orchid. It shimmers faintly, a bridge between then and now, between memory and dream. The voice returns, now quieter, closer. It feels like it's speaking directly into your heartbeat. The bloom never dies, it says. It only rests, waiting to dream again. You inhale deeply. The perfume of the orchid fills your lungs, thick and sweet. Like honey warmed by sunlight, it moves through you, slow and soothing, unraveling tension where it hides. Your thoughts slow, your shoulders loosen. You can feel the soft weight of sleep beginning to settle behind your eyes. At the edge of the room, the last candle burns low. Wax drips down its side in lazy spirals, pooling on the marble like tiny golden lakes. The shadows begin to grow longer, stretching across the floor until they touch the orchid's stem. The bloom glows brighter in response, as though guarding the last light of the room. A low, warm hum fills the air again, not from the flower, but from the house itself. The conservatory breathes around you, old wood expanding with the cool night air. The glass creaked softly in rhythm. You begin to notice the sounds blending together: the hum, the rain, the whisper of leaves, and the slow beating of your heart. They merge into one single pulse, steady, calm, the very sound of rest. A soft wind stirs the curtains by the door. You turn, half expecting Lady Evangeline to return, but she doesn't. Instead, the night itself steps closer. The shadows move with purpose now, not dark, but velvety and tender, wrapping gently around the room like a shawl. You feel them brush against your skin, cool and kind, as though the conservatory is tucking you in. The orchid's glow begins to fade, not vanishing, just dimming into a slow, sleepy rhythm. And as it does, you realize something. The light is not disappearing. It's moving, spilling outward, pouring softly into you. Each breath draws it deeper, until the glow and your heartbeat are one and the same. The petals close, the rain grows quieter still, and your thoughts begin to drift like feathers on water. You are floating, weightless, safe within the hush of this Victorian dream. Every sound, every breath, every flicker of candlelight wraps around you like silk. You are no longer just the listener. You are part of the story, the quiet keeper of the orchid's light. Sleep begins to bloom behind your eyes, slow and soft. The conservatory fades, but the peace remains. Let your breath slow even more, in and out. You can still smell the faint sweetness of the orchid. You can still feel the gentle warmth on your skin. You can still hear the rain's final lullaby as it whispers across the glass. Everything is calm. Everything is done. Everything is peaceful. The air feels different now, heavier, but not in weight, in presence. It hums, quietly alive, like something just beneath the surface of silence. You open your eyes, and the conservatory has changed. It's no longer bound by walls of glass and iron. The moonlight has melted them away, leaving only pillars of ivy and arches of silver mist. Beyond them, a garden stretches into infinity. It glows faintly, like a dream that remembers itself. You take a careful step forward. The marble floor beneath your feet has become soft earth, cool and damp, sprinkled with fallen petals that gleam faintly in the half-light. Every breath feels lighter here, like breathing in starlight. You can still smell the orchid's perfume, but now it mingles with jasmine, rose, and lavender. It's the scent of every kind of peace blended together. Somewhere in the distance, you hear water trickling, a fountain, perhaps, or a brook that winds lazily through the dream. The sound is soft and continuous, like liquid glass. You begin to walk toward it. Your steps are soundless, but the air ripples around you with each movement, as though the garden recognizes your presence. Ferns whisper, petals turn their faces toward you. Tiny motes of golden dust, like floating pollen, hover in the air, rising and falling in rhythm with your breath. Each time you inhale, they glow brighter. Each time you exhale, they drift away like soft sighs. The deeper you move into the garden, the quieter your thoughts become. Words fade first, then images, then everything but the steady, slow beat of your own heart. You reach the fountain. It stands at the garden's center, a circular basin carved of marble, its edges covered in moss. At its heart, a statue of an angel bends low, cupping a single orchid in her stone hands. Water flows gently over the petals, catching the light in ribbons of silver. The sound it makes is hypnotic, the eternal hush of water soothing itself. You lean closer, watching the orchid shimmer beneath the stream. It looks just like the one from the conservatory, only brighter, as if here, in this dream garden, it has become its truest self. You dip your fingertips into the water. It's neither cool nor warm, but perfectly balanced, a temperature that feels like being remembered fondly. The ripples spread out in concentric circles, reaching the moss, the flowers, and then fading into stillness again. A sound rises behind you, soft footsteps. You turn, and there she is, Lady Evangeline, dressed not in her pale nightgown now, but in flowing robes of ivory and gold, like light woven into fabric. Her hair glimmers faintly, and her eyes hold the calm of someone who has stepped beyond the edges of time. She smiles, a real smile this time, warm, knowing. "Welcome," she says softly. "You've crossed into the garden of remembrance." Her voice has changed too. It doesn't echo in the air. It resonates inside you, like a melody you already knew but had forgotten. She steps beside you at the fountain. For a long moment, you both watch the water flow over the orchid's petals. She speaks again, each word drawn out, slow and deliberate, like a lullaby wrapped in human form. This garden is born from what you release. Every sigh you've let go, every memory you've softened, every kindness you've carried quietly in your heart becomes a seed here. You watch the water, and in its ripples you see glimpses, small flashes of moments from your own life. Someone's laughter, a sunset you once paused to notice, a tear that brought peace instead of sorrow. Each image appears, then dissolves into golden light, sinking gently into the soil beneath the fountain. Lady Evangeline nods. "Nothing beautiful is ever truly gone," she murmurs. "It simply takes root where the soul can rest." Her words drift through the air, soft as falling petals. You glance down at your feet. Tiny buds are forming in the moss. They bloom almost instantly, small white blossoms glowing faintly in the half-dark. Each one breathes, each one hums, and you realize these are the pieces of peace you've made in your life, blossoming here in the secret garden of your own stillness. You feel tears rise, but they're not sad tears. They're like dew, born from warmth, meeting calm. Lady Evangeline lays a hand upon your shoulder. Her touch is light, barely there, but it carries a strange comfort, a reassurance that you are where you're meant to be. "You've done enough," she whispers. "You've always done enough." The words melt something inside you, something small and tired. You feel it dissolve, like sugar in warm tea. The fountain glows brighter. The orchid, cradled in the angel's hands, unfolds a little more, releasing a soft breath of light. It spreads outward, filling the entire garden with gold and silver hues. The air grows lighter, the scent is sweeter. Every flower shivers with quiet joy. Lady Evangeline steps back, her figure now fading gently into the light. Her voice lingers, soft as mist. Rest, dear one. The bloom will keep you safe until morning, and then she is gone. The garden hums one last lullaby. It's not a song you can hum back. It's more like the sound of the world exhaling. You stand by the fountain, and your reflection stares back, serene, calm, luminous. The orchid's light flows across the water and into your chest until you too are glowing, faint, and golden. Sleep curls around you now, a living thing, gentle, protective, kind. Your breathing slows, your eyelids grow heavy. You sink softly into the garden's hush. There is nothing left to do, nothing left to fix or seek, only to be, and so you rest beneath the last bloom of the Victorian Conservatory, wrapped in the soft glow of memory and moonlight, while time forgets to move at all. The story is not over, but you are safe to sleep now. The bloom watches, the rain remembers, and you are home. The garden stretches endlessly before you, bathed in a faint silver gold light. Each flower breathes quietly, each leaf sways as if rocking itself to sleep. You notice the air feels warmer now, as if the night itself leans closer to protect you. Somewhere far away, the whisper of water continues, soft and eternal. It is the song of rest, carrying you on invisible currents of peace. The orchid's glow pulses slowly, like a heartbeat in time with your own. It is not demanding, it does not insist, it simply is, and you feel a soft understanding bloom inside your chest. You begin to wander, softly, letting your footsteps drift without sound. The moss beneath your feet bends gently, welcoming each step like a pillow made of green. Everywhere you look, small moments of calm are revealed. A butterfly hovers, wings trembling in the light, then settles on a leaf. A tiny bird sings one note, long and sweet, then quiets again. All around, the garden listens. It breathes with you, and in that breath, you find yourself slowly untangling from the day. You come to a narrow path, lined with lanterns, their flickering flames reflected in tiny puddles. Each lantern casts a circle of light, just enough to guide your steps, but never harsh or bright. The path leads you to a hidden alcove, where the air smells faintly of honey and old wood. A small bench waits, carved from a single piece of oak, its edges rounded smooth by time. You sit, and the garden leans closer. Leaves brush softly against your shoulders. The faintest breeze plays across your face. It feels like the world itself is tucking you in. From somewhere high above, the sound of rain begins again, not loud, not urgent, but as gentle as the patter of tiny fingernails on glass. It is a lullaby, soft enough to let your thoughts drift, light enough to carry your mind into stillness. You notice your hands resting on your lap. They are warm, they are soft. The weight of the day melts from your shoulders. The rhythm of your breathing slows, like waves lapping gently against a quiet shore. Every exhale takes you deeper. Every inhale fills you with calm. The orchid glows once more. Its petals unfold slightly, as if reaching out to touch the calm that now lives inside you. You feel the glow move through your chest, into your arms, down your legs. It's soft, it's warm, it's the color of safety and peace and rest. Lady Evangeline's voice drifts back to you, even though she is nowhere to be seen. Sleep is a garden, she whispers. It is not earned, it is not hidden. It waits for everyone who will rest enough to enter. You let the words settle. They mingle with the sound of rain, the hum of the garden, and the faint heartbeat of the orchid. You feel yourself dissolve, just slightly, into all of it, soft, gentle, endless. Time becomes fluid. The garden, the night, the flower, your heartbeat, your breath, they are all the same. You notice that the sky begins to lighten, slowly, like a painter brushing pale gold over silver. The moon leans back, tired and gentle, and the first hints of dawn tiptoe into the garden. The rain slows. The fountain's water whispers quietly, and somewhere, far away, the faint trill of a waking bird curls into the air. You stretch lightly, not because you have to, but because your body remembers the joy of movement. You are safe, you are calm, you are ready to return, though the peace of the garden stays inside you. The orchid folds completely now. Its glow dims to a soft memory, like a heartbeat behind closed eyelids. The lanterns along the path flicker one last time, then settle into quiet. The air smells of earth and petals, sweet and soft, and you inhale slowly, letting it fill every part of you. Lady Evangeline's voice fades to a whisper. Take this calm with you, carry it into every waking hour, and remember, the bloom waits for you whenever you return. You close your eyes, the garden dissolves gently, like fog retreating from morning light. You feel your body resting deeply. You feel your mind drifting, soft, empty of worry, full of calm. Sleep is near, sleep is here. The Victorian Conservatory's last bloom has done its work, and now it rests, just as you do. Breathe, slow, deep. Feel the peace of the orchid. Feel the hush of the night. Feel yourself letting go completely. The story will wait. The garden will wait. And for now, you sleep. The light shifts gradually in the garden, from silver gold to the softest amber. It stretches across petals, leaves, and moss, wrapping everything in a warmth that feels like memory itself. You feel yourself moving without moving, your body heavy, your mind light. The path beneath your feet fades into soft grass, and the sound of the fountain slows, becoming more like a heartbeat than water. The orchid's glow is faint now, but it hums quietly in the background, like a lullaby only you can hear. It reminds you, calm is not fleeting, it exists inside, waiting to bloom again. You notice a gentle wind brush against your cheeks, cool and soft, like a whisper through a window. It carries hints of lavender, jasmine, and rain-damp earth. With each breath, you feel lighter, as if small weights you didn't realize you were carrying have dissolved into the garden air. The lanterns along the path flicker once, tiny sparks of gold, and then settle into steady, quiet light. It is a signal, the garden's gentle way of saying that everything is in place. You find a comfortable spot on the soft moss. It cradles you perfectly. Your back sinks, your head tilts, and the world outside the garden becomes a distant hum. Here, there is only peace. Lady Evangeline appears again, not fully, not sharply, more like a shimmer of light, a breath of warmth at your shoulder. You are ready, she whispers, ready to rest, ready to dream, ready to carry calm with you wherever you go. She gestures gently toward the orchid, whose petals now fold inward completely, like hands closing softly in prayer. Its light dims to a glow, just enough to comfort you, not distract you. The garden itself seems to lean closer. Leaves brush gently against your arms, as if to tuck you in. The wind sighs softly through branches. The fountain's water hums a final, slow note. You let yourself drift deeper. The lines between your body, your breath, and the garden blur. Every exhale takes you further from worry. Every inhale fills you with warmth and calm. Imagine each petal of the orchid as a soft thought, a memory, or a small blessing. Each one touches you gently, reminding you that you are safe, that you are enough, that you are loved. The moon has moved high now, its silver light melting into the coming day. The garden begins to fade slowly, not abruptly, but like the hush of a dream, slipping into deeper sleep. The warmth remains, soft and constant, wrapping your mind in gentle tranquility. Your body feels as though it is floating, though you lie still. Every muscle softens, every thought slows. Your eyelids are heavy, your mind calm. In this moment, there is only one truth: you are resting. The story has finished, but its peace lingers, like the final note of a lullaby that echoes softly in the chest. Breathe slowly. Inhale, exhale. Let the calm grow with every breath. Let the hush of the Victorian garden fill the spaces where tension once lived. Let the last bloom of the orchid stay with you, a quiet companion, a gentle light guiding you into the most serene sleep. The garden fades completely, the lanterns extinguish, the fountain stills, and yet the memory remains soft, safe, eternal. You feel the warmth in your chest, the hush in your mind, the ease in your limbs. Sleep is here. You are cradled in it, held by peace and moonlight. The Victorian Conservatory, the last bloom, Lady Evangeline, they are all here with you in quiet memory, a gentle world you can return to whenever you like. Rest now, sleep deeply, dream softly. The story, the bloom, the garden, they are all part of you. You are safe, you are calm, you are ready to sleep completely. Now, take a slow, deep breath in and exhale just as slowly. Feel the weight of your body sinking deeper into your pillow, your blankets curling softly around you, and the rhythm of your breath guiding you into a dreamlike space. Imagine the conservatory once more, its misted glass glowing faintly in the moonlight. The scent of damp earth, orchid, and lavender drifts gently in the air. Each inhalation fills you with calm. Each exhale releases tension, stress, and all the day's busy thoughts. Our garden stretches endlessly before you again, but this time, every step you take is accompanied by new wonders, small, soft, and mesmerizing. You notice the moss underfoot shimmering faintly, tiny silver threads glinting as though they remember starlight. With every step, your feet sink slightly, and the earth seems to cradle you, swaying gently, welcoming you into stillness. A gentle wind brushes your skin, soft and cool, like silk, rustling the leaves in whispered songs of peace. The ferns sway, their edges trembling lightly, as though greeting a trusted friend. A pair of small birds perch quietly in the distance, their plumage iridescent under the soft moonlight. They do not startle you, but simply watch, quiet witnesses to your slow journey deeper into calm. The fountain appears again, its water reflecting the subtle glow of the orchid. It trickles like liquid lullabies, soft and musical, yet steady and unchanging, a comforting rhythm you can match with your heartbeat. Lean closer. Hear the soft splash of water droplets. Now notice the orchid, still perched in the angel's hands, its petals faintly glowing, moving as if it breathes, soft, quiet, and timeless. The light touches your skin, your arms, your face, your chest, and you feel the warm, calm energy spreading slowly, like golden honey, flowing gently into every limb, relaxing, releasing, soothing. Lady Evangeline appears once again, more softly this time, like a memory brushing the edge of your awareness. Her presence is warm, calm, and protective. She does not speak immediately. Instead, she gestures gently to the orchid. Every blossom in this garden, she whispers, holds a memory, a thought, a piece of you that deserves peace. You notice petals floating slowly from the orchid, each one spinning gently through the air. A quiet dance of light and shadow, and you realize these are the moments you've held inside. Small joys, kind words, comforting touches. All of it now joining the eternal hush of the garden. Take another slow, deliberate breath, in and out. Feel the petals brushing against your skin like tiny whispers, carrying a gentle warmth that settles into your shoulders, your back, your legs, all tension melting into the soil beneath you. The lanterns along the garden path flicker softly, their golden light pulsing gently, in rhythm with your breathing, in rhythm with the heartbeat of the earth. And slowly, your eyelids grow heavier, heavier with calm, heavier with serenity. Every sound here is softened, the wind, the water, the distant rustle of leaves. Even your own breathing seems to hum softly in harmony with the garden. Lady Evangeline appears once more, her presence lighter, almost like a shimmer of warmth, at the edge of your vision. She gestures toward a small hidden corner of the conservatory, where a cluster of orchids leans toward each other, petals brushing softly, as if whispering secrets no one else can hear. Every corner of this garden, she whispers, holds a piece of serenity. Every petal carries calm. Every leaf, every stone remembers peace. And now it remembers you. You feel the warmth of her words settle in your chest, slowly spreading, like sunlight melting across soft velvet, calm, gentle, and eternal. Take another long, slow breath, in and out. Let the gentle pulse of the conservatory match your own. Your shoulders release, your arms grow heavy, your legs sink into softness, all tension dissolving into the moss beneath you. Look around, the lanterns flicker, casting tiny golden glimmers, their light dancing softly along the glass walls. And you feel a gentle rhythm rising, soft, unhurried, like the universe itself rocking you toward sleep. The moonlight stretches across the garden, touching each leaf, each petal, and it brushes against your skin in silver warmth, a sensation almost like a whisper telling your mind, it is safe, it is calm, it is rest. Now, imagine yourself lying down fully on a soft patch of moss, the earth beneath you, warm, supportive, and soft. Each breath you take carrying peace through your body, through your arms, your legs, through your mind, your heart, through every cell, until you feel nothing but calm. The orchid glows faintly once more, its petals pulsing with a quiet rhythm, and you feel that pulse inside your own chest, steady, slow, hypnotic, like a secret lullaby that travels through bone and blood, through mind and spirit, carrying you deeper into relaxation. A gentle breeze stirs the leaves overhead, soft, whispering, almost like a voice singing. You lean into it, let it brush across your face, and feel every small worry, every heavy thought lift away, leaving only stillness, only calm. Somewhere far off, a tiny bird calls, its song long and soft, like a memory of morning light, and you feel the promise of the day, even in the night, even in sleep, that life is gentle, kind, and endless. The garden becomes almost dreamlike now. Time stretches, slow and soft, each moment lingering, each breath a floating leaf, each heartbeat a ripple in the quiet pond of your mind. The orchid pulses one last gentle time, its glow fading into a warm memory, and you feel yourself fully sinking into that memory, every part of you calm, every thought drifting, every muscle relaxed. Lady Evangeline whispers one final time, "Carry this calm with you, carry it into every dream, every hour, and remember, the garden waits for you always." Her figure dissolves slowly, like fog lifting in the early morning, and the only sound remaining is the soft trickle of water, the faint rustle of leaves, and your own steady, serene breath. You are now floating fully, no tension, no need, only soft peace, only rest, only the hush of the Victorian Conservatory wrapping around you. Let the night carry you. Let the orchids bloom live in your chest. Let the garden's calm flow through your mind, deeper, slower, soft as moonlight on still water. Sleep is here, sleep is gentle, sleep is endless. Your eyelids are heavy, your mind is soft, your body is weightless, and you drift completely into the serene world of dreams. Breathe in slowly and exhale softly. Feel the weight of your body sinking deeper, your limbs melting into softness, the warmth of blankets, the cushion beneath, the calm of the night. The conservatory stretches endlessly around you now, soft arches of glass rising overhead, frosted in silver mist, reflecting moonlight in delicate patterns. Each pane seems to shimmer with its own quiet heartbeat, and you can feel it, faintly, syncing with your own. The orchid rests in its place of honor, its petals soft, slightly trembling in the gentle night air, and as you focus on it, you notice new details. Tiny veins in the petals, shimmering faintly, almost like delicate silver threads, each one holding centuries of quiet stories, whispers, and calm. The soft rustle of leaves surrounds you, as if the conservatory itself is breathing, each fern and flower leaning slightly toward you, greeting you, inviting you to sink deeper into serenity. A distant fountain trickles gently, its soft music echoing faintly, plip, plop, plip, plop, 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 like a metronome for relaxation, each drop falling perfectly in rhythm with your slow, calm breath. You feel yourself floating, not with the need to move, but with the gentle sensation of drifting, your mind soft, your body heavy, every muscle loosening as if the moss itself is melting into you. Now, notice the tiny creatures of the garden, soft-footed rabbits hopping through ferns, their movements delicate, careful, leaving small prints in the moss, and fireflies blinking softly, like the smallest lanterns held in invisible hands, illuminating your path, illuminating your calm. Lady Evangeline appears again, this time closer, almost at your shoulder, her presence light, warm, a shimmer of silver in the moonlight. "Do you feel it?" she whispers softly. "The garden remembers every calm thought, every peaceful breath, and you are part of it, woven into its quiet, endless serenity. Take a long, slow breath in and out. Feel the calm spreading like warm water through your chest, down your arms, into your hands, through your back, down your legs, into your feet. All tension dissolving, leaving only weightless, soothing peace. The orchid glows faintly, its light pulsing slowly, soft as a heartbeat, and you realize its rhythm is yours, steady, calm, perfect. Every detail now becomes part of your rest. The small shimmer of dew on petals, the gentle sway of branches, the soft sighing of the wind, even the distant, almost imperceptible sound of the night, all layered into a cocoon of serenity. Notice the moonlight stretching across the floor, silver pools moving slowly, stretching like liquid, touching moss, petals, and stone, each movement gentle, hypnotic, inviting your mind to float along with it. You lie down fully now, the moss supporting you completely, the air warm, soft, and scented with every flower in bloom, and you feel weightless, safe, held, like the garden itself has become a gentle cradle. The orchid now seems to whisper, not with words, but with energy. Every petal a tiny wave of calm, each vein carrying a lullaby. And you notice your thoughts slowing, softening, drifting like petals on a gentle current. Lady Evangeline's voice hums in your ear, soft, soothing, almost a whisper of wind. Every thought you release, every worry that falls away, becomes part of this garden. And every petal, every bloom, remains here, carrying peace, carrying you. You feel a warmth settle in your chest, a soft, spreading glow, like liquid sunlight in the quiet of night. And your entire body relaxes further, each breath deeper, each heartbeat slower, until only calm exists. The garden expands infinitely now, soft hills of flowers rolling gently, trickling streams reflecting moonlight, tiny fireflies winking softly in time with your breath, each one a small, shimmering heartbeat of the night. You notice the faintest sound of wings, a gentle owl passing overhead, its flight silent, purposeful, peaceful, and you feel a deep connection to every small movement of the night, to the pulse of life, to the hush of everything around you, to your own stillness within it. Take a slow breath in and out. Let yourself sink deeper. Feel your mind floating, your body supported, your thoughts fading into gentle, soft silence. You notice tiny droplets of dew forming on petals, reflecting lantern light, each one a tiny, perfect globe of serenity. And as they fall, you feel the calm ripple through your body, down your arms, through your legs, into your toes. Every part of you wrapped in the hush of the night. Lady Evangeline's final words float softly. Carry this calm, carry it into every dream, every quiet moment, and know that the garden, the bloom, the night, they are always part of you. Her presence fades, the orchid glows, one last faint pulse, and the garden, the fountain, the lanterns, the moss, all dissolve into warm memory, soft, gentle, infinite. Your eyelids are heavy, your breathing slow and rhythmic, your mind calm, your body completely at rest. Sleep is here, deep, soothing, endless, and you drift fully into dream, into calm, into the hush of the Victorian Conservatory's last bloom. Take a slow, full breath in and let it flow out, like a tiny wave washing over the moss beneath you, slow, gentle, completely calming. The conservatory seems to stretch farther than before, arches of glass rising higher, frosted lightly with silver mist, reflecting the moon's glow in soft, delicate patterns, the light dancing quietly across ferns and leaves, painting the world in a hush of silver and green. The orchid, your quiet companion, glows faintly, its petals soft and fragile, as though every tiny vein carries centuries of whispered stories, stories of calm, of patience, of gentle endings. And you feel them touching your mind, slowing it, softening it, folding every thought into quiet serenity. A gentle breeze stirs the leaves above, soft, whispering, like a lullaby, just for you. The sound drifts down, touching your skin, and you feel it as warmth, as calm, as gentle reassurance. Every branch sways in perfect rhythm, each leaf brushing another, soft, 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 a symphony of whispers carried by the night. Look down at the moss beneath you, soft, deep green, its surface alive with tiny, glimmering dewdrops, each one reflecting the lantern's glow, tiny orbs of light, like a galaxy caught in a single leaf. And you realize you are part of this quiet universe, sinking deeper, melting completely into peace, somewhere in the distance. Water trickles, a fountain, a stream, a tiny brook, plip, plop, plip, soft, slow, rhythmic, matching the rhythm of your own slow, steady breath, in and out, in and out. Small creatures move through the garden, a fox, almost invisible, gliding softly through the ferns, a hedgehog curling into a tiny ball, fireflies blinking gently. And each movement feels deliberate, calm, as if the whole world pauses just to allow your rest. Lady Evangeline drifts closer, her presence soft as moonlight on water. She gestures toward a hidden alcove, filled with ferns, orchids, and tiny lanterns. This garden, she whispers, holds every sigh of peace, every quiet thought, and it waits to share them with you. Take another slow breath in and let it out fully. Feel your body sinking, your mind softening, every muscle releasing, every joint melting. The orchid pulses once more, its glow faint, gentle, rhythmic, and you feel the pulse inside you, slow, steady, calming, as if your heartbeat and the garden's pulse have become one. Perfectly in tune, perfectly still, the lanterns flicker, tiny golden flames dancing on glass walls, the shadows moving softly like a slow, hypnotic wave, and your eyes feel heavier, your thoughts slower, your mind drifting deeper into quiet. The moonlight stretches across the paths, silver ribbons flowing along moss, stone, and water, touching every petal, every leaf, every small detail of the garden, and each touch is a whisper, soft, gentle, carrying calm. You follow the silver ribbon with your mind, letting it guide you further into serenity. You lie down fully on the soft moss now, the earth beneath supporting every part of you. The air around warm, scented with orchids, ferns, and distant blooms, and you feel weightless, suspended in the gentle hush of the garden, held safe, cradled in the arms of the night. Listen carefully. The softest sounds begin to emerge, the flutter of wings, the quiet sigh of leaves, the gentle trickle of water over stones. Plip, plop, plip, plop, all perfectly in rhythm with your breathing. Focus on the orchid again. Its petals quiver slightly, reflecting the soft moonlight, each vein carrying the calm of centuries. And you feel it washing through your body, spreading warmth, softness, stillness, all tension dissolving, leaving only serenity. Lady Evangeline's voice drifts to you again, soft, like wind through ferns. Every breath you release, every worry you let go, becomes part of this garden, and every part of this garden becomes part of you, woven into your calm, your rest, your peace. Take a deep, slow breath and exhale fully. Feel the calm settle deeper than before, through your chest, your arms, your legs, every fingertip, every toe, your whole body becoming part of the moss, part of the garden, part of the gentle night. The fireflies twinkle softly, the water trickles, the ferns sway, and every sound, every movement pulls you further into relaxation, slower, softer, deeper into rest. The orchid glows faintly, its rhythm merging with your heartbeat, and you drift deeper, softer, into dream, into calm, into the endless serenity of the Victorian Conservatory. Breathe in gently and let it flow out slowly. Feel your body melting into the moss beneath you, heavy, soft, completely supported. The moonlight glows faintly across the floor, stretching silver ribbons over ferns, orchids, and stone pathways. The mist inside the glass arches shimmers lightly, tiny droplets catching the glow, like stars resting quietly just above your head. The orchid unfurls one more petal, slowly, deliberately, its motion hypnotic, like a sigh of calm escaping the night. And as you focus on it, you notice faint patterns along each petal, tiny filigree of silver, almost like a secret map of serenity. Soft wind brushes through the ferns, rustling leaves gently, the sound a whisper on your ear. Like the garden itself is speaking, slowly, tenderly, guiding you further into stillness. You hear the faintest trickle of water, a tiny fountain somewhere behind the glass arches. Plip, plop, plip, each drop perfectly timed with your slow, steady breath, in and out, matching your heartbeat, steady, calm, rhythmic. Lady Evangeline glides closer, her dress whispering softly over the moss, her hand lightly brushing a fern, leaving faint trails of silver dust that sparkle in the lantern light. She leans close, her voice a soft breeze. Every thought you release, every worry that drifts away, becomes part of the garden, and the garden becomes part of you, woven into your calm, into your rest. Notice the tiny creatures of the conservatory. A rabbit pauses under a fern, its nose twitching softly. A pair of fireflies blink slowly, their tiny lights winking in rhythm with your pulse. Even the smallest movements feel gentle, deliberate, peaceful. The orchid glows faintly, a soft white luminescence, and each vein seems to ripple, as if carrying centuries of quiet stories. Whispers of calm, patience, and soft renewal. You feel the glow spreading through your chest, down your arms, your legs, into your fingers and toes, every inch of your body melting deeper into serenity. Take a slow breath in and exhale fully. Allow the garden to cradle you, the moss beneath, the ferns around, the warm air above. Your body feels weightless, every muscle soft, every thought slowing. The fire flickers gently in a distant lantern, casting dancing shadows on the walls. Tiny, comforting movements, as if the night itself were breathing with you. Plip, plop, rustle, sway, sigh, soft, 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 and your mind drifts further into a quiet, rhythmic lull. Lady Evangeline gestures toward a hidden corner, a quiet nook filled with delicate blooms, orchids, ferns, and tiny trailing vines. All the petals shimmer softly, like silver mist caught in moonlight. Here, she whispers, every calm thought you leave behind, every peaceful breath takes root and grows quietly in the heart of the garden. Just as your calm grows within you, a gentle warmth spreads through your chest, soft and comforting. Like sunlight filtered through glass and leaves, your breathing slows, your thoughts drift, like tiny petals carried on a gentle stream. The moss beneath your back is soft, and the air smells faintly of earth and flowers, each scent a lullaby, each shimmer of light a note, drawing your mind slowly, softly, deeper into complete relaxation. You notice the quiet hum of life, tiny wings, faint footsteps, water trickling, all forming a soft rhythm, a perfect song of night and peace. Lady Evangeline's voice drifts one last time, soft as silver mist. Remember, the garden, the bloom, the night, they are always within you, and every breath carries their calm, every sigh carries their peace, every blink carries their serenity. The orchid glows one final pulse, and you feel your heartbeat synchronize perfectly, steady, calm, rhythmic, you drift fully, weightless, soft, into deep, hypnotic sleep. The garden, the moonlight, the mist, all fade into a warm memory, wrapping you in softness, and the night carries you gently into dream, into calm, into the endless hush of the Victorian Conservatory's last bloom. Breathe in, slowly, and let it flow out. Feel the weight of your body sink gently into the moss beneath you, each part of you melting, softening, supported, cradled, completely at rest. The arches of the conservatory stretch far overhead, glass panes dusted with silver mist, moonlight flowing across every surface, painting gentle patterns on stone and moss, on every leaf and petal, like a slow, quiet dance of light. And you feel each shimmer brushing against your skin, soft, calming, hypnotic. The orchid remains in its place, petals unfurled just slightly more than before, each vein a delicate silver thread, almost as if it carries a quiet heartbeat of the garden itself. And as you focus on it, you can almost hear a whisper of the centuries it has witnessed, soft, slow, like your own breath, in and out. Soft wind moves through the ferns, their leaves brushing together in gentle whispers, each sound a note in the lullaby of the night. Rustle, sigh, sway, and you feel yourself drifting, floating deeper into calm. Water trickles nearby, a fountain, a hidden stream, plip, plop, plip, plop, each sound perfectly in sync with your slow, steady breathing. And each drop seems to carry away a little tension, a little thought, leaving only softness, peace, serenity. Lady Evangeline glides closer, her gown whispering over the moss, her presence warm and soft, like moonlight wrapped in silk. She leans near, almost brushing your shoulder, and her voice is a tender breeze. Every calm thought you give, every sigh you release, becomes part of this garden, and every part of this garden flows into your rest. Tiny creatures move quietly around you. A rabbit pauses in the moonlight, nose twitching. Fireflies blink softly, perfectly timed with your heartbeat. A small hedgehog curls into a ball beneath a fern, and even the smallest movements feel gentle, peaceful, rhythmic, a perfect echo of the calm within you. The orchid glows faintly once again, a soft, white pulse. Its light, a gentle wave washing through your mind, through your chest, your arms, your legs, into your fingers, your toes, every inch of you relaxing, softening, melting into serenity. Take a slow, deliberate breath and exhale fully. Feel the garden cradling you, the moss beneath, the ferns around, the warm night air above. Your body feels weightless, supported, safe, completely at rest. Lanterns flicker in the distance, casting soft, dancing shadows. Tiny movements across stone and moss, soft, hypnotic, slow, and your mind drifts with them, gently, effortlessly, further into calm. Lady Evangeline gestures toward a quiet corner, a nook filled with trailing vines and delicate blooms, orchids, ferns, tiny flowers glimmering faintly. All the calm you leave here, she whispers. Every sigh, every soft breath takes root and grows quietly in the garden, as your calm grows within you. A warmth spreads gently through your chest, soft, comforting, like sunlight filtered through glass and leaves. Your breath slows. Your thoughts drift like petals on a stream. The moss beneath you feels soft, alive. The scent of earth and blooms surrounds you. Each inhalation a lullaby, each exhalation a wave of release, and you feel yourself drifting deeper, slower, softer. The faint hum of life continues, tiny wings, soft footsteps, water trickling, a gentle symphony of the night, perfectly in tune with your calm, plip, plop, rustle, sway, sigh, soft, 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 and your mind follows, sinking further into quiet, rhythmic lull. Lady Evangeline's voice floats softly. Remember, the garden, the bloom, the night, they are always within you, and every breath carries their calm, every sigh carries their peace, every blink carries their serenity. The orchid glows one last faint pulse, and you feel your heartbeat synchronize. Steady, calm, rhythmic, weightless, soft, and you drift fully into deep, hypnotic sleep. The garden, the moonlight, the mist, all fade into warm memory, wrapping you in softness, and the night carries you gently into dream, into calm, into the endless hush of the Victorian Conservatory's last bloom. Breathe in, slowly, and let it flow out. Feel the soft moss beneath you, supporting every part of you, your body sinking, melting, every muscle soft, every thought slowing. The arches of glass stretch overhead, moonlight spilling across the ferns, every leaf shimmering faintly, casting tiny, dancing shadows across the mossy floor. And you notice the faint silver mist, hovering lightly, curling around your arms and legs. Soft, cooling, comforting. The orchid, your quiet companion, glows faintly, its petals breathing slowly, soft, delicate movement. Almost like the garden itself is breathing with you. You notice tiny veins, silver threads, shimmering. And as you focus, you feel the centuries of calm it has held, flowing into your body, into your mind, into your very bones. A gentle breeze stirs the ferns above, rustling leaves like soft whispers, swaying slowly. A rhythm perfectly synchronized with your own breathing, in and out, in and out. The fountain nearby trickles quietly, plip, plop, plop, soft, regular, hypnotic, washing your thoughts gently away, every exhale carrying a little tension, leaving only serenity. Lady Evangeline glides closer, her presence soft, like moonlight brushing your skin. She leans near, voice a gentle murmur. Every sigh, every breath, every calm thought you leave takes root in the garden, and every part of this garden flows into your rest, woven into your dreams, your peace, your calm. Small creatures move quietly in the night. A hedgehog scuttles softly beneath a fern. Fireflies blink slowly, their tiny lights winking in perfect rhythm with your heartbeat. And even the smallest movement feels deliberate, gentle, softly echoing the calm already within you. The orchid pulses faintly, its glow expanding and contracting, matching the rhythm of your body. Slow, steady, calm, and you feel the pulse inside you, spreading warmth, soft, gentle relaxation. From your chest, into your arms, your legs, your fingers and toes, melting every part of you into stillness. Take a deep breath and exhale fully. Feel yourself cradled by the garden, the moss beneath, the ferns around, the soft night air above. Weightless, supported, safe, and the garden seems to wrap around you, a living embrace of calm. Lanterns flicker in the distance, tiny flames casting soft, moving shadows, rippling across the moss, stones, and leaves, and your mind drifts. With each movement, each flicker, slower, softer, deeper, Lady Evangeline gestures toward a hidden alcove, filled with trailing vines and delicate blooms, orchids, ferns, and tiny flowers shimmering faintly. All your calm, every soft thought, every sigh, takes root here in the garden, growing quietly. As your calm grows within you, a warmth spreads slowly through your chest, soft and comforting. Like sunlight filtered through glass and leaves, your breathing slows, your thoughts drift, like petals floating gently on water. The moss beneath you feels alive, soft, cool, perfectly supporting the scent of earth, orchids, and ferns surrounding you. Each inhalation a lullaby, each exhale a wave of release, pulling you deeper, slower, softer. The quiet symphony of life continues. Tiny wings, soft footsteps, water trickling, a perfect harmony with your calm. Plip, plop, rustle, sway, sigh, and your mind follows, deeper, sinking into quiet, rhythmic relaxation. Lady Evangeline's voice drifts softly. Remember, the garden, the bloom, the night. They are always within you. Every breath carries their calm. Every sigh carries their peace. Every blink carries their serenity. The orchid glows one last faint pulse, and your heartbeat slows, synchronized with the garden, steady, calm, rhythmic, and you drift fully, weightless, soft, into deep hypnotic sleep. The conservatory, the moonlight, the mist, all fade into a gentle memory, wrapping you in softness, and the night carries you into dream, into calm, into the endless hush of the Victorian Conservatory's last bloom. Breathe in, slowly, and let it flow out. Feel your body sinking gently into the moss beneath you, every muscle softening, every thought slowing, completely supported, held, safe, above you. The glass arches stretch endlessly, moonlight streaming through misted panes, silver ribbons dancing across ferns, moss, and stone. Tiny droplets shimmer like frozen starlight, each one catching your attention softly, drawing your mind gently away from all tension into calm, serenity, stillness. The orchid, your quiet companion, breathes slowly, petals unfurling just a fraction more, its glow soft, faint, almost like a heartbeat of the garden. You notice the veins glimmering silver, a secret map of calm and time. And as you focus, a warm wave of serenity flows through you, from your chest, through your arms, your legs, your fingers, your toes, melting every part of you into weightless relaxation. A gentle breeze stirs the ferns above, soft rustle, a quiet whisper, like the garden itself is speaking to you, slow, deliberate, rhythmic, in and out, matching the cadence of your calm breathing. Water trickles nearby, plip, plop, plip, steady, soothing, hypnotic, washing away thoughts, leaving only the serenity of the night. Lady Evangeline glides closer, her presence soft and comforting, like moonlight brushing your skin. She leans near, voice a gentle murmur. Every calm thought you release, every sigh takes root in this garden, and every part of this garden flows into your peace, woven into your rest, your dreams, your soft, gentle sleep. Small creatures move quietly around the garden. A rabbit pauses beneath a fern, nose twitching softly. Fireflies blink slowly, their lights in perfect rhythm with your heartbeat. Even the smallest movement feels deliberate, soft, and comforting, echoing the calm already within you. The orchid pulses faintly, a gentle, soft glow expanding and contracting in perfect rhythm with your body, slow, steady, calm, and the pulse spreads warmth through you, softening every muscle, every thought, melting you further into stillness. Take a slow, deliberate breath and exhale fully. Feel the garden wrapping around you, the moss beneath, ferns around, soft night air above, weightless, supported, safe, and the garden seems alive, breathing with you. A gentle lullaby for body and mind. Lanterns flicker in the distance, casting soft, moving shadows, rippling across moss, stones, and leaves, each flicker a gentle wave, each shadow a soft whisper, drawing your mind slower, softer, deeper. Lady Evangeline gestures toward a quiet alcove, filled with trailing vines and delicate blooms, orchids, ferns, and tiny flowers shimmering faintly. All your calm, every soft thought, every sigh, takes root here in the garden, growing quietly. As your calm grows within you, a warm, comforting glow spreads through your chest, soft, gentle, relaxing. Like sunlight filtered through glass and leaves, your breathing slows further. Your thoughts drift, like petals floating on water. The moss beneath you is alive, soft, cooling, perfectly cradling every part of you. And the faint scent of orchids, ferns, and moist earth fills the air. Each inhalation a lullaby, each exhalation a wave of release, pulling you deeper, slower, softer. The quiet symphony of the conservatory continues, tiny wings brushing softly, soft footsteps across moss and stone, water trickling, a gentle harmony perfectly attuned to your calm plip, plop, rustle, sway, sigh, and your mind follows, deeper, sinking into quiet, rhythmic relaxation. Lady Evangeline's voice drifts softly. Remember, the garden, the bloom, the night. They are always within you. Every breath carries their calm. Every sigh carries their peace. Every blink carries their serenity. The orchid glows, one last, faint pulse, and your heartbeat slows, synchronized with the garden, steady, calm, rhythmic, and you drift fully, weightless, soft, into deep, hypnotic sleep. The conservatory, the moonlight, the mist, all fade into gentle memory, wrapping you in softness, and the night carries you into dream, into calm, into the endless hush of the Victorian Conservatory's last bloom. Breathe in slowly and let it flow out. Feel the gentle weight of your body sinking deeper into the moss beneath you, every muscle softening, every thought slowing, completely cradled, held safe. The arches of glass above stretch endlessly, moonlight spilling through misted panes, silver ribbons dancing across ferns, moss, and stone. Tiny droplets glimmer like frozen starlight, each catching your attention softly, drawing your mind gently away from tension, into calm, serenity, stillness. The orchid, your quiet companion, pulses faintly, petals unfurling slightly more with each passing moment, its glow like a soft heartbeat of the garden itself, veins shimmering silver, a map of calm and time. And as you focus, a warm wave of serenity flows through your chest, your arms, legs, fingers, toes, melting every part of you into weightless relaxation. A gentle breeze stirs the ferns above. Soft rustle, a whisper of leaves brushing each other, like the garden itself is speaking, slow, deliberate, rhythmic, in and out, matching the cadence of your breathing. Water trickles quietly nearby, plip, plop, plip, plop, steady, soothing, hypnotic, washing away thoughts, leaving only the serenity of the night. Lady Evangeline glides closer, her presence soft and comforting. Like moonlight brushing your skin, she leans near, voice a gentle murmur. Every calm thought you release, every sigh takes root in this garden, and every part of this garden flows into your peace, woven into your rest, your dreams, your soft, gentle sleep. Tiny creatures move quietly around the garden. A rabbit pauses beneath a fern, nose twitching softly. Fireflies blink slowly, their lights in perfect rhythm with your heartbeat. Even the smallest movement feels deliberate, soft, comforting, echoing the calm already within you. The orchid pulses faintly, its glow expanding and contracting, matching the rhythm of your body, slow, steady, calm. And you feel the pulse inside you, spreading warmth, softening every muscle, every thought, melting you further into stillness. Take a slow, deliberate breath and exhale fully. Feel the garden wrapping around you, the moss beneath, ferns around, soft night air above, weightless, supported, safe, and the garden seems alive, breathing with you, a gentle lullaby for body and mind. Lanterns flicker in the distance, casting soft, moving shadows, rippling across moss, stones, and leaves, each flicker a gentle wave, each shadow a soft whisper, drawing your mind slower, softer, deeper. Lady Evangeline gestures toward a quiet alcove, filled with trailing vines and delicate blooms, orchids, ferns, and tiny flowers shimmering faintly. All your calm, every soft thought, every sigh takes root here in the garden, growing quietly as your calm grows within you. A warmth spreads slowly through your chest, soft, comforting, relaxing, like sunlight filtered through glass and leaves. Your breathing slows further, your thoughts drift, like petals floating gently on water. The moss beneath you is alive, soft, cooling, perfectly cradling every part of you, and the faint scent of orchids, ferns, and moist earth fills the air, each inhalation a lullaby, each exhalation a wave of release, pulling you deeper, slower, softer. The quiet symphony of the conservatory continues. Tiny wings brushing softly, soft footsteps across moss and stone, water trickling, a gentle harmony perfectly attuned to your calm plip, plop, rustle, sway, sigh, and your mind follows deeper, sinking into quiet, rhythmic relaxation. Lady Evangeline's voice drifts softly. Remember, the garden, the bloom, the night, they are always within you. Every breath carries their calm. Every sigh carries their peace. Every blink carries their serenity. The orchid glows one last faint pulse, and your heartbeat slows, synchronized with the garden, steady, calm, rhythmic, and you drift fully, weightless, soft, into deep, hypnotic sleep. The conservatory, the moonlight, the mist, all fade into gentle memory, wrapping you in softness, and the night carries you into dream, into calm, into the endless hush of the Victorian Conservatory's last bloom. Breathe in slowly and feel your body soften, every muscle melting into the moss beneath you, your thoughts drifting, slowly, gently, quietly, sinking deeper, deeper into calm. Above you, the glass arches glow with silver moonlight, mist curling gently along the panes, shimmering across ferns and trailing vines, tiny droplets catching the light, like starlight scattered across the garden, each one inviting your attention, drawing your mind away from all tension, into stillness, serenity, quiet. The orchid, pale and luminous, pulses softly, petals opening slightly, a gentle rhythm like a heartbeat, veins glimmering with faint silver light. You feel a warm wave of calm spreading from your chest through your arms and legs, softening every part of you, melting you deeper into the garden's embrace. A whisper of wind stirs the ferns above, rustling leaves softly, the sound delicate, rhythmic, hypnotic, like the garden itself is breathing with you, slowly, steadily, in and out, matching your own relaxed breathing. Water trickles from a distant fountain, plip, plop, plip, plop, its soft, even rhythm blending with your heartbeat, washing away thoughts, leaving only calm, only quiet, only the soft serenity of the conservatory night. Lady Evangeline glides closer, her presence like moonlight brushing your skin, her voice soft, gentle. Every sigh, every breath, every calm thought you release takes root here in the garden, and every part of this garden flows into your rest, your dreams, your peaceful sleep. Small creatures move quietly through the undergrowth. A hedgehog shuffles softly beneath a fern. A moth drifts gently past a lantern. Fireflies blink slowly, tiny lights pulsing in rhythm with your heartbeat. Even these smallest movements feel deliberate, soft, comforting, echoing the calm already within you. The orchid pulses one more gentle beat, and you feel the rhythm echo through your body. Slow, steady, calm, spreading warmth, softening tension, melting your muscles, your thoughts, drawing you fully into stillness. Take a long, slow breath and let it flow out completely. Feel the moss beneath you, the ferns above, the soft night air brushing your skin, the conservatory cradling every part of you. Weightless, safe, supported, and the garden seems to breathe with you. A lullaby of calm, a perfect rhythm of rest. Lanterns flicker in the distance, casting moving shadows across moss, stone, and leaves. Each flicker a gentle wave of relaxation, each shadow a soft whisper in the night, drawing your mind slower, softer, deeper. Lady Evangeline gestures toward an alcove filled with orchids, trailing vines, and delicate blooms. All your calm, every sigh, every soft thought takes root here, growing quietly. As your calm grows within you, a gentle warmth spreads through your chest, soft, comforting, relaxing, like sunlight filtered through misted glass and leaves. Your breathing slows, your thoughts drift, like petals floating on still water. The moss beneath you feels alive, soft, cool, cradling your body perfectly. And the scent of orchids, ferns, and moist earth surrounds you. Each inhale a lullaby, each exhale a wave of release, pulling you deeper, slower, softer. The quiet symphony of the conservatory continues. Tiny wings brushing softly, gentle footsteps across moss and stone, water trickling, a harmony perfectly attuned to your calm. Plip, plop, rustle, sway, sigh, and your mind follows, deeper. Sinking into rhythmic relaxation, Lady Evangeline whispers, "Remember, the garden, the bloom, the night, they are always within you. Every breath carries their calm, every sigh carries their peace, every blink carries serenity." The orchid glows one final faint pulse. Your heartbeat slows, synchronized with the garden, steady, calm, rhythmic, and you drift fully, weightless, soft, into deep, hypnotic sleep. The conservatory, the moonlight, the mist fade into gentle memory, wrapping you in softness, and the night carries you into dream, into calm, into the endless hush of the Victorian Conservatory's last bloom. Now, let yourself settle fully, every breath slow, every heartbeat calm, the moss beneath you cradling your body, the cool night air wrapping around you like a gentle shawl, and the faint scent of orchids and ferns lingering softly above. The glass arches catch the last glimmers of moonlight, silver threads stretching across the misted panes, and in the quiet hush, the white orchid, your gentle companion, rests, petals softly folded. Its glow is a gentle promise that calm, peace, and quiet beauty are always here within you. Lady Evangeline steps back, her presence like a soft sigh of the night, her voice a whisper in the stillness. Carry this calm with you as you drift into dreams. Let it flow through your mind, through your body, like moonlight over water, and let your sleep be soft, gentle, and endless. The garden hums quietly, the ferns sway, water trickles in the distance, and the fireflies blink their last tiny lights, all perfectly timed to your breath, your heartbeat, your rest. Take one final, long breath, and as you exhale, let every last thought of the day fade. Let the garden, the orchid, the night wrap around you, soft, safe, surrendering fully to sleep. The moon casts its silver glow one last time through the misted glass, across the gentle moss, and on to the orchid, and in this quiet, serene moment, you drift, weightless, softly, peacefully, into dream, into rest, into the endless hush of the Victorian Conservatory's last bloom. Sleep now, and let the garden stay with you, as a gentle whisper in your dreams, carrying calm, beauty, and serenity through the night and into the morning.